Does it seem like more and more students are leaving school without the skills they actually need, whether it's to study at university or just land a decent job? Why don't schools teach us how to learn in the first place? Seriously, is it that they forgot to do it? Or is there a secret plan to keep us all a little clueless? After all, John D. Rockefeller, the former richest man in the world, once said, "I don't want a nation of thinkers, I want a nation of workers." That's a little spooky, right? Almost makes you wonder if the system was designed this way. Hello, and welcome to Synarchy Education. The word synarchy means collective self-rulership, and that's what this channel is all about. Developing the skills and knowledge we need to rule ourselves so that together we can create true synarchy. This stands in contrast to the technocracy that today's hierarchy seems to be steering us towards. So let's begin with the simple idea that we looked at in the previous video. Learning is creating an internal model of the external world. Every moment of our lives, we're updating that internal model, adding puzzle pieces that form a bigger picture. And this picture usually leans towards one of two worldviews. The worldview of separation, grounded in materialism, or a worldview of unity, where everything is connected, grounded in energy and spirit. And here's where it gets interesting. Learning works like a fractal. Fractals are patterns that repeat infinitely, showing the same structure no matter how closely you zoom in. Think of snowflakes, fern leaves, or coastlines. In the same way, we can take any single subject, be that maths, music, history, economics, art, and by studying it, we update our overall model of the world. Each discipline is like a fractal shard of the bigger whole. Now, the fascinating thing about this process is that none of us have to master everything. The universe already organized us perfectly. Each person is drawn to different interests and abilities. Together, through our unique passions, we're mapping the world collectively. All we have to do is find out what it is that interests us. In such a complex world, it's impossible to learn it all. That's why it's so important to find your muse, which is the subject or practice that calls to you most deeply. When we follow that calling, we're not just learning facts, we're discovering a piece of the greater whole that resonates with our internal world model. Even when we're forced to study something, say for work or exams, we can reflect, does this reinforce the materialist paradigm of separation or the unity paradigm of connection? This awareness helps us align our learning with truth. To deepen that reflection, we can use the 3 paths to truth, which is what we looked at in a previous video. And the 3 paths are concentration, meditation, and contemplation. These practices help us sense how new knowledge fits in with our greater picture, and whether it's worth our time to pursue further. If you're wondering how to discover what direction your learning journey should take, the gene key system is something that I have found particularly useful in my journey. I have found that the gene keys can offer some inspiration, and it helped nudge me in the right direction. It blends wisdom from the I Ching, astrology, human design, and genetics. The gene keys describe 6 lines that highlight what might naturally motivate you. You can think about learning anything with one of these lenses as a way to increase your enjoyment or reward for doing it. The lines are line 1, the creator. So you might learn best by thinking originally or through inner discovery. You might be a line 2, the dancer, where you just learn stuff because you're naturally good at it. You might learn as a line 3 changer, and you might learn or be motivated by growth through adaptation and experimentation. Or you might be motivated to find something to learn so you can serve as a line 4 server. Or you might be motivated to learn things as a fixer. So you might see a problem in the world and you're motivated to learn something to find a solution. Or you might be the line 6 teacher, where you just learn things for the wisdom of doing it. It's not a perfect formula, but it's useful and it can help help you reflect on your learning path. Now, once you've chosen what to focus on, the question is, how do we learn most effectively? And these 4 pillars of learning come from the same book. We looked at the 7 definitions of learning, and that book is How We Learn. And these are the keys to unlocking fast and lasting progress. The first is attention, where your focus amplifies the information you take in. The second pillar is active engagement or curiosity, and they're finding that the brain thrives on testing new ideas and hypotheses. The third pillar is error feedback, so mistakes refine your model by showing where your predictions don't match reality. And the final pillar is consolidation, where sleep and repetition help automate what you've learned so it sticks. And by consciously using these pillars, we can supercharge any learning process. And we'll be going through each of those pillars in more detail in future videos. But let's go back to the importance of truth. So learning isn't just about memorizing facts, it's about moving closer to truth. So you can use these 4 pillars to learn anything. Those could be school subjects, job skills, or hobbies. But always ask yourself, is this helping me build a model of the world that reflects separation or one that reflects unity? Because in the end, the real purpose of learning is to create an accurate internal model of the external world. And when that model points us towards connection or unity, we are going to become closer to living in true synarchy. So these are the 4 pillars of learning and how they connect to the bigger picture of personal and collective growth. If this video sparks something in you, consider subscribing to Synarchy Education and check out the Gene Keys link below if you'd like to explore that. And thank you for watching, and look out for future videos on each of those 4 pillars of learning.